I cozied up next to Wine Marrow.
Hey guys, just realized we didn't have our sound on. So, we're going to get back into this. So, quick
Great.
intro for you guys. Obviously, we're views from the dungeon, and we have a little new setup. So, check out that QR code. It has all our links, it has our socials, it has the Dice Legion link. So, if you use our code VFTDPod, you'll get 10% off. So, that would be super cool. Get out of here, Ibrahim. I see you. Professionals indeed. So, without further ado, so that way we can make the most of our time for the night, Kane has a recap for us.
Yeah. For reals this time, I hope. Last time we had escaped the forest after fighting off will-o-wisps and a ball of skeletons. We all decided to make camp, take watch. We saw purple lightning and a giant, ghostly giant. And at the end of watch, I decided that I would try and contact the Umbral Mirror. I found myself there, speaking with myself again, and chose to follow some patron of the moon. She then granted me with a gift, a white raven, and we woke up in the morning and decided to make our way towards the castle. As we were making our way, we decided to take boats, and we passed lizard folk and snake people of Narissa's kind, and she informed us that her people are slavers who also transform their slaves into beastly lizard things that they can ride or maybe eat. Unsure at the moment. A little more wary of Narissa than I was before.
Sure.
We arrived at the castle and met a new big bastard named Snapjaw. Doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed, but can definitely pound their heads of some nails. They put us in a shack for the night. We lost a compatriot in Wine Marrow. Don't know where he's gone. And then in the morning, we were led into, or to, a dilapidated chapel or King's Hall, and sat at a table. And then we were greeted by a familiar face to Narissa and the leader of this castle. And that's where we find ourselves today.
Or so you presume, as surrounding you in this, what seems to be almost like a lunch hall, you would say. There is a giant 50 by 30 foot table that sits between all of you. Surrounding you are 6 Yuan-Ti soldiers. To the left, you find Narissa's old friend, or something of the sort. And standing in front of you, being carried out of a grand hallway on a humongous black cobra, is a Yuan-Ti man with long draping black hair, with even more hair tied into an updo coated with gold and purple robes, as he stands or sits on the head of the snake, looking at you, his hand on his chin. So, I hear you all have something of mine.
She just goes, biggest eyes ever, just looks over.
Who, at me?
Yeah, at both of you. Just
Yeah. Yeah. So
You have the books, so maybe.
I do, yeah. Well, all right. I take it out, and I look at it, and
So
I
I
Here
think
it
I
is.
understand why you all have this. My question here, as the cobra lowers its head, and this man in front of you, known as Sen Kali, continues to sit. He looks around at this table. My question here is, would you like to keep it?
What?
what do I owe such a gift for?
Communication. As you can see, this is quite a versatile and quick means of conversation.
Is that all it does? It's just a book of.
All
Quick.
it does, you can be anywhere all over Elbrin. We are in Norfame. I could have you on Jolt. And yet, we could speak as if we were right next to each other. Of course, it is written.
It is. It is very useful. I suppose my question, I mean, I'd be very grateful to accept a gift such as this, but what it begs the question, why is it that you would want to be able to communicate with me? I mean, I
With
hopefully
all
know
of you,
you.
I have heard many a story of your travels. And it seems you are capable of great feats. To survive a travel into another plane, that is, well, very few can say that. And the fact that I have this view in front of me, I feel like we could work together, considering we've already heard that we may be working together. The messengers of Tuhanu.
You're a messenger?
I am. I am now, and he sifts in his robe and he pulls out a familiar green mask. I
Yeah.
have earned the title of Green Feng Senkali. But I find this quite gaudy, and so he slips it back in his robe, as you can see.
Why is that guy?
Yeah, that thing is too much.
That's the thing.
So, why are you here? I suppose, coming from me, bit of a silly question, but why here and not Jolt?
Why here and not Cholt? The dying island of scales, where no one but our kind lives. The Yuan Ti, the lizard folk, the turtles. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of the state the world is in, but do you really think that scaly kind can make a difference right now?
Isn't it already?
I see optimism in your answer. However, the biggest change happens where there is the most movement. And you will find that here in Norfane, where the ruling kingdoms are just a hop, a skip, and a jump away to the west. So, if I am to speak to them, if we, as messengers, are to deliver our message, it would be best in person, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. Always easier to get your point across when you're right there. Hypothetically, though, say we weren't messengers. How would that affect our workings together?
I think that would depend on your willingness to cooperate with our mission. Where do you stand?
Well,
Well,
I've got some scales from a dragon. So I suppose I'm somewhere in the middle.
In the middle.
Yep. Not quite on the dragon's back, but I could maybe find my way up there.
I've
Jimmy,
got loads of scaly friends. Loads of them.
I'm gonna need you to roll deception.
I got loads of them all over the place, here and there.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
14.
Okay. Yes, I am sure you have plenty of scaly friends, wherever you may be from. It seems you have garb from the Iskandia tribe. In Cain the Black, well, I have heard many of your exploits. And you on T, Narissa. Apparently you have swam far from home.
Well, someone would know all about that.
And I am one of those someones.
Yes. We're here because we're curious about all of this. What it means. If you're a messenger, that means that you want the dragons to come back.
And you do not.
Well, it's hard to say. The dragons I have met have given me impressions. Not sure if they're good or bad.
You all take a very neutral standpoint. And there is a saying that those who stand in the middle do not stand anywhere. They get caught in the crossfire. I would hate to see anything happen to such blessed individuals such as yourselves. Those who stand in front of me are given the luck of the gods. So here you are, given great fortune. How will you use it? Will you see the world return to its rightful form? The Badlands return to greenery and peace amongst those of flesh and those of scale? Or will you continue to see our kind trodden upon, spoke ill of, hated?
You care about becoming friends with the humans.
That was going to be my question.
Friends is a strong word, but I would much rather be on their good sides, considering they currently rule the world. Now, if perhaps the dragons find themselves with so much strength that the power struggle shifts, I would like to carry that power graciously and extend a hand to those who have, seen us as more of a tragedy than companions.
She's like, that's what I figured.
So power struggle happens, dragons end up on top because, dragons, and you want to be on the winning side, so you're gambling on dragons being the winners, and then if they are said winners, you will extend a hand out to the loser and help them back up onto one knee rather than standing tall beside you, is what I gathered from what you have stated.
I think it is more that I will be the one to aid the dragons in their resurgence. It is a god's duty to do so.
If you're a god, is there some way you can prove it?
Well, what exactly would a god do?
I think if I was a god, I could make anything.
And if a god has fallen to the material plane, a place where we should not exist, do you think I would have the power to do anything and everything as I would on this celestial plane?
No, but I'm sure you could still do something.
All the
Asking-
gods that I know are quite merciful. Are you merciful?
Well, if I were not, I believe I would have these Yuan Ti live up to the rumors about them. However,
Which is
you should know.
I just look at him like,
They're
bro, what?
people murdering savages who turn people into lizards.
Not
oh,
only
is that not true?
We've ended the world once. And here we are in the aftermath of such a situation. And yet, they stand still. Moreover, there is no hunger in their eyes, because you are my guests. And if we were not to aid each other, you will leave here unscathed. I would call that mercy. Wouldn't you, Ersid?
Sure. But would you have mercy to the non-scaly kind if the dragons took the power podium?
The reason the dragons fell from grace is because of their power. The humans, the elves, they were scared. Scared of what these magnificent creatures were capable of. And so they devised a plan. A plan that would wipe them from the earth and give them power. Yet, what stories have you heard of dragons in the past before they were wiped? All I know of are great cities and much distance between the people who walk on the land.
Maybe it depends on the dragon.
So, if the mother of all dragons was present, would she not be able to hone in those who act out of hand?
I suppose it depends on her intentions.
Well,
I'm not saying, look, maybe we do this. We rally against the backs of these dragons. They're bigger than us, stronger than us, smarter, more ancient, more powerful, more magical. The mother of all of these is going to be all of that and more. If it decides that it doesn't care that you follow her, if you're just an ant the same, who's to say she won't destroy everything?
An end's to a means, mate.
or a means to an ends for some. You sort of see a soft smile and a glint in his eye.
If you
I do not believe Tuhanu to be vengeful, rageful. She embodies all the characteristics of what those of Norfain may say is a good mother. Caring. And kind. I believe there are many misunderstandings in the past, as is the nature of history. But if the Tuhanu that I know is the one to be resurrected, she will not see us as ants. Simply as another, a child. Especially when, well, you understand, we are the originators of Elbrun. We are her first children, all of scaly kind.
What makes you believe in her so deeply?
Many things. Before I fell from grace, we used to speak. She was kind to me. She was not a mother, of course, but more of a friend. As we would leap from cloud to cloud, as we would drink from the silver lakes of the celestial valleys, as we would watch on upon the children of Elbrun, I would see her cry as the world went into turmoil. I know a woman such as her would not come back to see her children rise up and do the same to children of her friends and allies.
And where does Sardior fit into all of this?
Sardior. Sardior was an interesting creation. There were a group of dragons known as the Welding of Scales. They, led by Zymor, led a sort of jihad against the chromatic dragons. And so, she sent Sardior down to sort of mediate the situation. In his success, he found that his job was not finished, for the savagery and the ruin that was left behind the dragon wars caused hate upon the dragonborn. And so he acted as their king, an emissary, all under the wise and dutiful eye of Tuhanu.
Thoughts?
I don't know what the fuck to say. To
I don't
this
either,
guy.
dude. I don't know what to think. Bro, is he telling the truth?
You want to roll inside?
Yeah. I want to vibe check him at least a little bit. He said he's a god. 12.
I mean, you've never seen a UNT that looks like this guy. His scales are like round and pristine. Everything about him is soft. It's like he's kept so much more of his humanity than any other UNT you've ever seen. There's no reason not to trust him. His words don't sting of venom. They carry no malice.
Do you mind if I get closer?
And he finally steps off of his cobra, and you see he stands roughly 7-8 feet tall.
Why is this guy so big?
God.
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna go take a look.
What are you looking for?
I don't know.
General inspection.
Yeah, I just
Curiosity. Sexual curiosity.
No,
perhaps?
no, I'm just looking.
What are you looking for?
Nothing in
Maybe you
particular.
want to feel his scales
No,
too.
no. I'm just trying to see if he looks like celestial.
If he looks celestial?
Yeah, he says he's a god. I'm just looking. She's got like the white, you know, in the hair. She's trying to see if it's like anything similar.
So, Senkali, your scaly ship, do you know of a lad goes by the name of Nanori?
Nanori. Well,
Yep.
I've heard the name. Last I remember, he traveled with you to the ruins of Il Hayat, and that is about it. He spent time with you all.
Well, I just thought you guys might be pals, mates, because he's the one who went and gave me your book.
Well, he gave you the book, I think, because he found it. That book originally belonged to Kanua.
Oh. And we all know what happened to Kanuma.
We all know what happened to Kanua.
What's your opinion about Kanoa?
Kanua he's ascended. He is, aside from maybe the speaker and myself, the closest to godhood.
I was just gonna ask him. So you're still above Kanua?
I'd like to think so,
Do you think you could take him in a fight?
if I had to. I'd rather not fight with a friend.
Sure. So you said that you fell from grace.
Indeed.
How was that? How did that happen? Why are you mortal?
Something of the sort. And you can kind of see just not like an annoyance, but like a frustration with that idea. I'm afraid that information is reserved for those I know I can trust.
Okay, that's fair. So, Senkali, your scaly ship,
This is a new one. You call me that twice, I don't exactly hate it, but
so what is it exactly that you'd like us? I mean, you clearly you want to work together. You want our help to bring about the resurrection or the second coming of Tuhanul or the dragons, or what is it exactly that you're expecting from us? And what can we expect in return? As a friendship, of course.
as a friendship, as an ally. I'm afraid I should not be the one to speak these words. If you truly have an interest in aiding us, please. And his snake sort of raises just a titch. Follow me. As he starts to slither back into one of the few complete caverns of this humongous castle. You can sort of see his face covered in shadow, his eyes glowing a strange, almost like blue. Narissa, the only thing that you glean from him just by standing next to him is that he has a soft glow. It's almost as if, like, he almost sparkles when you see him in the right light. Especially his scales. As you get closer to them, they're almost like reflective, like aviator glasses.
Just Twilight vampire things.
So, will you follow?
I have to get all of the information I can out of this, so.
Yeah, I planned on it.
And he
All right.
continues to slither in. And you find yourself going deep into this cavern, and it makes a strange split as you can see the rest of the cavern ahead of you, and between you and the rest of that cavern is roughly a 10-foot hole that has been recently excavated as it pushes deep into the ground. You can see just the edge of a tail as Senkali seems to be descending, moving inhumanly fast upon this snake. You follow further and you realize that these newly carved walls, very reminiscent to the walls found in the cave under Orin, are lit with sconces and torches and such. You follow down until finally you come to a cavernous room, a domed ceiling roughly 50 feet high. No, it's got to be larger than that, like 100 feet high. Very deep into the ground. Pillars stretching all the way up, and in the middle seems to be the roots of what looks to be like some ancient great tree. The fire in here is purple and red, and it flicks between these colors constantly until you realize surrounding this sort of circular shaped trunk is the giant black snake with Senkali sitting on top. And standing in front of this almost ritual place are two people. A woman wearing black robes, red hair flicking outside of her cloak, and one who is in a very pristine white garment with red accents and a giant silver mask spreading into 5 dragon heads speaks to her. Senkali lowers himself, the snake. It's bringing its head to the ground. He slightly bows. Speaker, I have brought guests. And the speaker turns to the 4 of you.
Oh, shit.
Well, is it not Cain the Black, Narissa, Ersid, and a friend? Please, Colorat, you may leave us. And the woman bows and makes her exit up the roughly made stairway. And the speaker gives you a very deep bow, 90-degree angle, as he stands back up. This is not our first time meeting. If you have been brought back to me, I can only assume it is the doing of our fair mistress. So, and you see him smile under his mask. It would do us a great honor if we could work together. I will not hinder your travels, and I do not expect much, except a small bit of information.
Being?
And he sort of waves his hand, and surrounding him, all of a sudden, are 3 orbs that circle his body. On the right of him, a green orb. On the left, a black orb. And in the middle, a red one. These chromatic orbs hold much strength and vitality, much history that belongs to Tuhanu. I believe that with your exceptional abilities, you can help us retrieve the last orb.
Oh, you have these ones.
There's only one more.
We have a group working on the second. There are 2 left.
Which one do you have?
They're missing blue and white, right?
Yes. We are missing blue and white. The whereabouts of the blue orb are not exactly known. If, amongst your travels, you find information pertaining to it, we would be in your debt as a community. So, with Senkali's exceptional communicative abilities, we bestow that upon you, as Kanoa seems to have, well, no need for it anymore.
Right.
And what exactly happens when you get all of these orbs? Does a dragon pop out of them and grant you a wish or something?
Oh, God.
That, you know what? That kind of has happened, so it's not even like a
I know.
farce.
That's why it's double funny. It's not even. It's not
no,
even meta. It's
real.
It will grant us the only wish that the messengers seek. The resurrection of Tuhanu.
So this is it. That's what it. That's what you're looking for. Then that's okay.
And we have seen you. No violence. And very little ill will towards our kind. I think that says a lot. In this
So who
day
do you
and
have?
age.
Who do you have going after the white one?
They won't tell us unless we agree.
You should have a good idea, Ersid, as it is the Raskavan who pursues the white orb.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Unfortunately, many of the Raskavan are, they don't necessarily hold our values. However, the expansive area that they not only control, but are able to maneuver, it is something that is beneficial.
Is there a way we could think about it? We'll hold on to the book. If we decide not to, I'll bring it back.
I would prefer if we hold on to the book. And if you decide to align yourselves with us, or specifically this quest, we will bestow it upon you.
The book.
Yes.
Okay, I mean that sounds fair.
Then all is well. If you decline to be emissaries of a higher power, I can understand, as there is much weight to carry. To hold on to a mantle of darkness, of rage, and try to bring that to light. It is something that we, the messengers, even struggle to do. However, it must be done. And any slight thrown at us, any weapons brandished against us, well, let me just say, I understand why they pull blades.
Well, that won't be necessary.
Can we, have a moment?
Yeah, here. If you want to hold on to it. And I hand out the book.
And the speaker comes up and grabs it from you, slightly bows. Take your time. I would hope there is an answer by the evening. We have much to do tonight, and you are invited to see a small spectacle.
Small.
I knew it.
I know. We're gonna see some crazy shit.
I'm gonna see some gladiatorial, sacrificial.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. And then
Aztecian.
off
gonna
the
behead
fucking,
something
yeah,
and
roll
toss it
down
down.
the pyramid. We're like, that's really cool. If I have any other
Cool, Tunnel.
Cool.
Yeah.
if I have any other questions, can I come find you here?
This will be my last night here. If you need me, I will be here in these chambers.
Very well. Are we going to go back and talk about this?
That was my plan.
All right.
I mean, we could just step outside.
I mean,
Into the tunnel, into the
we
snake.
just have
tunnel.
to make sure no one is listening in.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was great to see you again, your speakerness.
Please. You do not have to acknowledge me with any titles.
Okay.
I just don't even know your name.
A name is not necessary. I am simply a conduit for the voice of Tuanu.
What's in a name?
Well, for me, it means everything. So,
For most,
Okay.
it means much. So they call me the speaker.
then what's your name?
All right, the speaker. Thank you for the time.
He bows. Where are you guys headed?
Bruh. I hate talking to these people.
As we walk out, can I give this room a quick scan with my weird eyeball?
The weird eye.
Fear of nightfall.
Yeah. And then you're just trying to see if there's any like illusory. One thing that is strange that you find as you scan this ritual chamber is above the rotted great wood tree is a small moat of what you can only describe as negative space.
Okay.
It looks like a direct portal into the Umbral Mirror.
Great.
Sick. That's awesome. He's gonna send your ass straight to hell.
You don't agree with us? All right. Welcome to your new home.
Straight up into the umbral mirror.
Bitch.
Anyway, that is what you see.
Okay. Cool. Let's
cool,
maybe
good.
go back to our little shack.
The room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And you find yourselves going up the cavern, and as you make it back to that set of pillars, like that great hall, you see Isahu, Narissa,
Yeah, I figured.
Tell me
and
he's there.
he's talking to someone, a rather large
We walk back
man.
outside.
Yeah, you guys are outside.
Okay.
A rather
Sorry.
large man with like horns and spikes jutting out of his shoulders, and almost like a small mane of spikes coating their neck, and two large horns protruding from their forehead.
Are they like a person or
They look like a person with all kinds of just like extra extremities.
they're like a Konoha?
It's coming out of their bodies, right? It's
Yeah.
not armor
yeah,
or anything.
it's coming out of their body. And Isahu looks kind of annoyed as this person sort of punches them in the shoulder with all the snakes. And you hear it hiss. Say, well, mate, come on, tell me, who's this thing calling back? Like, I've been trying to find out all the time. This is the man who took my mask, and now I don't need it anymore. And it's not like, what is happening?
It is kind of. What the fuck?
And
Holy
Isahu
shit! Connor,
is just like, that is none of my business. None of your business, mate. Really. This is your man. We have a speaker. You have a Senkali, and whatever you call him. You know, what is... And Isahu just kind of turns from him and looks at you. So, you're done.
It seems.
Are you available? And Kanua turns around. Oh, fuck me right in the ass, man.
Oh, God.
If it isn't, and he like runs up and like gives you guys all like
I'm
a
gonna
bear
shit
hug.
myself. We were talking about killing this guy. Holy shit.
Well, if
Hi.
it isn't my old mates from Ilhait.
You made me piss myself, I think. So, hi.
That is unfortunate and very unnecessary information, if you ask me, mate. You're all looking pretty good. You did something with your hair. You look the same. So do you, Acid.
I mean, wish I could say the same to you.
I don't.
You don't look the same. Danny look the same.
I look
Sure
great.
you don't.
Seems we have a couple of conversations. I look at Isahu. I'm going to have a conversation with my travel companions. Afterward, you can come find me.
You will find me here. I hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Awkward.
And Connor will just kind of like lets go a little bit, and he turns behind you, and like you see his face, and like it's almost like everything he was going for originally is now working.
Yeah.
He has actual horns coming out of his body, where his nose was once just a lopped off extremity is now more akin to an actual dragon's, where scales grow over the wounded flesh, and it seems more reptilian. His teeth are verifiably fangs, as a forked tongue seems to sift throughout his mouth when he speaks.
I'm
Wow.
glad that you managed to succeed in your
Make the
dream.
transition. Yeah. Congrats on the transition.
Yeah, really. Congratulations. But I have a real quick question for you, Konua.
Well, mate, I'm an open book. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has. Did you kill some folks outside of Burnwell?
Well, mate, look, you're a dragon. Folks is stabbing you, poking you, trying to kill you, and one of your dragon friends who isn't exactly great at taking care of themselves. Don't tell Agony I said that. You have to do what you have to do. If they weren't going to, if I didn't do what I did, they would kill me.
So you were just going to speak with Igonir?
That was the plan. I mean, Agony is probably one of us who should know of another dragon. To have more than one in one space, as well as some promise of the effects of our journeys here. More dragons means what we're doing is working. And I think Igonir should know before he sees me out and about and tries to kill me himself.
Right. Because you weren't exactly a real dragon before. He wouldn't necessarily know you.
He wouldn't know. And if he sees me flying around, he might think I'm come to claim his territory, invade his cave, steal his hoard. So I had to establish good graces with him and let him know. It was his old mate, Kanua. Mate being used very lightly here. I've met him like once before this.
Right.
He does. It seems like it takes a lot to warm up to Igonir. I don't think he has a lot of friends.
You know, Igonir is a pretty... Igonir is a dragon. And,
Oh, is he?
yep. I don't know if I could say nice or mean. He is just
A dragon.
a dragon.
Don't let him hear you say that. I'll be careful.
What, does Agonir think he's nice?
I'd like to think. I'm not sure what Agonir thinks of. We don't speak much. I went in. I said, Agonir, who's here? And then all these guys in black armor and red armor said, and I.
Right.
Well, now they're
Okay.
And you killed them.
Kanoa, what the fuck are you doing here?
What do you mean? What the fuck I'm doing here? The speaker's here. So as the de facto bodyguard of our new. Well, I'm not sure what we should call him. I'd like to call him ruler, but that's because the old ideas hierarchy sit tight in my head. He doesn't like to call himself that. Anyway, he is our speaker. He needs to be protected. So who better than yours truly, Kanoa?
Right.
Because you can just turn into the dragon whenever you want to.
Essentially.
Hey, do you know if Agonir can do that?
I have no idea. I've never seen him look like this. As far as I know, this is a thing that I can do.
Alone. You and you alone.
I don't know any other ones.
What's your plan now that you're... You know, let's say all of this works and the dragons come back, and what do you do after that?
After the dragons come back?
Yeah, what's the retirement look like for Kanoa? I wonder.
Well, me? Well, I don't know. I think I would fly around all of Elbern, travel the seas, travel to different continents, say hi to everyone, eat different kinds of food. You know what I'm saying?
No pillaging.
I don't have
No
to.
city destroying.
No, not unless they get on Tuhanu's bad side and she says, Kanoa, go get them. And then I have to listen.
How would one get on Tuhanu's bad side?
I don't know. Develop some kind of force to do another thing like they did back in the day when all the dragons were eradicated.
And how willing would you be?
To serve Tuhanu?
What if it was really bad? What Tuhanu
To slaughter
asked you to do?
millions.
Well, I'd have to assume she has a reason.
What if it was a city full of only children?
Babies.
Babies. Nothing but innocent, sweet
Straight out
puppies,
the
kittens,
womb.
and children. And they said, we have a weapon to kill Tuhanu. And Tuhanu said, go kill them. Without any evidence, Tuhanu said, go kill them, Kanoa. What would you do?
He starts scratching his head and he's like, well, mate, that's a very specific and unlikely scenario. I mean, first off, we're talking about children and puppies and kittens, and if they have this so-called killing spell,
What kind of
or
a town
weapon-
is this?
To be fair, if you think about it, every town has all of these things anyway. So no
Right.
matter what she tells you, if you go kill the
just
town,
bringing
you're
it.
also killing the babies and the puppies and
Well,
the
that's
children.
that's not the same.
I'm
That's
bringing
not-
it to the forefront of your mind.
Look,
It's
mate,
just
I really don't think
something to
Tuhanu
think
would do
about.
that, because if kids were saying, oh, we have the Tuhanu killing thing, that's probably what they would call it, and they're probably running around with wooden weapons and in wooden armor, pretending like they're going to war. Like, that's not something they can really do, mate.
Says you.
What kind of
I
kids
think
do
to
you know,
Kane's
Kane?
point.
She kind of just points to herself and Esau, who's like over in the corner, turned around. We were
I think
child soldiers.
To Kane's
And you think
point,
you could
I
kill a
think
boy.
that you need to just think for yourself. Critically think. Don't just follow blindly. I'm not telling you you shouldn't listen to Tuhanul, but I think that's the point that Kane's trying to make.
Look, mates, one thing that comes with being a dragon is a supreme intellect.
Does Kane do?
Yeah.
Like, Connor kind of scrunches his face. He looks taken aback.
Ah!
I can think for myself, mate. And I've been thinking for myself, mate.
I know
This
you
is
can
something
think for
I'm
yourself.
passionate about. This is something I believe in. And I believe Tuhanu is a force of the greater good. And now, in this completely ludicrous situation where there's a full kingdom of only children and puppies and kittens, my critical mind leads me to believe that they do not have this power.
But
And
if
if they
they
do
did-
have this power, Tuhanul would have evidence of such power. So,
You think?
yes.
She wouldn't just say, go destroy them.
So you wouldn't do it if there wasn't evidence.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't believe Tuhanul would tell me to do it if she didn't have evidence.
But if she refused to show you the evidence, but she said she had it, you would do it.
Well, that's just not very, like, I prefer an open dialogue.
This is more of like a testing of your belief. I'm just saying, are you blindly faithful to Tuhanul? Or if she asked you to do something that goes against your morals, would you stand against it?
Well, to be fair, I would pry for evidence. I would ask the questions necessary, but all in all, I mean, I trust her. And
Right.
to trust someone is just that, is to have faith in someone.
I do see where you're coming from. Your faith and your trust is placed. You have not met this deity that you speak so highly of, and I think that you are somewhat blinded by the power that has been bestowed on you to fly all around and taste all these new foods.
Which is noble, I suppose, in a way.
I just thought it'd be fun. I don't know about nobility. I'm just trying to eat well. But I see where you're getting at, Kane. Let me tell you, if there were any doubt in my heart that Tuhanul was, well, something she isn't, that you're proposing, I guess I'd have to use this power to follow the original values that I was taught.
Even if
Well,
that
that's
meant taking
noble.
up arms against Tuganul.
Well, I guess she's not Tuhanul then.
Good to hear. Should we?
Now, don't tell anyone I say that. It's quite near blasphemy.
Sure,
Sure,
it's
yeah.
just between old pals.
Right.
Old pals and such.
Well, how long are you guys staying here, by the way?
So we have to
Hopefully
watch.
not long.
We have to watch the small
This place
spectacle.
fucking sucks.
Jesus Christ.
I lean over into like Kane's ear and I'm like, this place blows.
I mean, you're telling me.
But we have a conversation to attend to. We'll see you afterward.
Sure, I'll be around. This is, well, where I am for the moment.
Bodyguarding.
Yeah, we'll come find you.
Sounds good.
Keep up the good work to
Conway.
Conway. Yeah, that's it.
Do you do that in character?
Yeah.
He just kind of looks at you funny. He's like, oh, pals, indeed. It's all who. Come here. We need to find out which one of us is stronger. Like this, I won't turn into a dragon. He starts running off.
I'm like, he's gonna hate that anyway.
All right, I
What's
guess.
the move?
Yeah,
I
we're
guess
going
we'll
back
just-
into our room to speak, and I just pat Uwasa. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You probably think we're crazy. This is crazy.
it's crazy.
And she's just kind of like in a daze almost. She's looking down at the ground. She looks at you and she like nods, but like only that she's responding. She's thinking a lot.
It's a lot to think about. So if you have any thoughts, you are free to share them with us. You're here with us.
She kind of shrugs and kind of strokes her chin and taps on her head and just kind of like nods at you.
We go back into the room to speak.
And Uwasa just kind of, she's the first to jump on the bed and she's just staring at the ceiling.
I can't fucking believe Isahu is here.
Yeah, but that's a real kick in the pants.
I can't believe that every fucking person that we've met is here.
You're right. Everyone is here. And they're all here because of Tuhanul. Tuhanul this and Tuhanul that.
Yeah.
I hear one more fucking thing about Tuhanul.
So,
Had it with these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking castle.
there's
This
too
motherfucking
many.
Tuhanul on this motherfucking.
If there's anything I know, about the Yuan-Ti. It is that they think they are better than everyone else. They would like to see humanity be enslaved, and the end of the world is basically what they're always trying to achieve constantly. I don't
So then-
know. Senkali, personally, he seems different. I went up to him and looked at him, and he was a little bit glowy. So maybe he is what he says he is. But Esau, who I grew up with, and I know that was always his goal.
Well, see, that's what's so confusing. I mean, I could believe that, okay, maybe, there's a group of Yuan-Ti that factioned off and they came up here with Senkali as a leader, and now, they have different morals and values and viewpoints from the other Yuan-Ti, so maybe they're not all about world domination and all that slavery business. But then you got Iwasu hanging out with him. Isahu hanging out with him, and from everything that you've told me, he's a right bastard. So I don't know what to make of that.
Unless he's changed, I suppose I have. But if we were to compare, I would always say he was worse than me. So
Before we continue this conversation further, can I just peek my head out the door and make sure that there's nobody eavesdropping?
it's just Isahu and Kanawa.
What are you looking for? Just like people,
Standing
lizard
outside
folk?
of the-
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll help him.
Okay. So you guys kind of like scope out the shack. Do any of you like go outside?
Yeah, I'm literally looking outside
Okay.
the door.
You guys are doing everything in your power. Go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
Or we can both roll one.
Sure.
Roll one.
Isa, please.
12.
13.
I mean, nothing's really coming off as like out of place. You don't see anyone peeking behind trees. You see a couple of red wizards shifting about. Some of them are arguing. Some of them are kind of headed to that hall that you guys had stayed in. One thing you do notice is one of the red wizards looks familiar. As they just kind of pass by.
Like the one that I talked to, or that was traveling with
Val.
Yes.
I think that was the same guy.
One and the same. As well as this
So
situation.
it is this fella. Okay.
Other than that, just birds. The occasional like lizard runs across.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna snap Umbra into existence and
Okay.
tell them, find a little perch. If anybody looks like they're eavesdropping, you call.
Perch. Call.
Get it?
And they kind of nod.
Good.
Good.
And they fly out.
Maybe our ravens can be friends.
Maybe.
Where's Caxlin right now?
Up in the trees.
Just doing his thing.
Yeah, probably just a kind of above where we're at.
Just
Living
kind of
his bird
scoping
life.
things out. Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and roll for Caxlin. Okay. He's doing his thing.
So,
Okay.
are we good? No one's sneaking? Okay.
Coast is absolutely clear and absolutely no one's listening.
We
to us.
can each give our thoughts. I will go first. I'm very strong feelings on this.
Okay.
I don't want to make any decisions until I know everything about what happened. There's still a whole section of whatever Weisgard thinks happens that I don't know about. And until I know that, I don't want to help anyone. I don't want to promise myself and then go back on it.
Yep. Those were my thoughts exactly. That's why I asked for the moment, because, as much as I personally dislike West Guardians, it is personal reasons, and maybe the Giants were not the villains in this.
Well, we know that the dragons went crazy because of some reason and attacked their own people. We saw it in Il Hayed, so maybe they got the wrong idea.
Yeah.
The giants or the dragons?
The giants.
The giants. So let me get this straight. So according to these folk here, they say that the dragons were being persecuted, and so that's why they started fighting each other, and then the non-scaly kind were victorious, and that's their narrative. That's the story they're telling.
The dragonborn and the dragons were persecuted because they had so much power, is what Senkali and the speaker is telling us. However, in Ilhayed, we were seeing images of the dragons attacking the dragonborns. Maybe the giants got the wrong idea. I'm sure there was a genocide, but maybe they didn't realize why this was happening?
Maybe one side of these dragons, because there was two. I can't fucking remember the names of the dragons that were fighting.
Io,
One.
was it Io and
We have it somewhere written down.
Okay.
Oh, the two dragons that were in that like weird.
Yeah, I shot at one of them because one of them compelled me to fight for them.
and
While
then
you guys look for that, any of you can make a history roll.
can we all do it?
Sure.
Pretty dumb.
And then we have Sardior, who is the emissary, of course. That's a 9.
That's like
16.
16. Ersid, the only thing that is coming to mind, or one thing that kind of strikes you is when you walked into the church where you and Phil and everyone and Dion Sunshock stayed the night. The programmed illusion talked about something called a mythal.
So how does that relate to what we're talking about?
Just that's important information regarding the attacks and everything that happened in Ilhayed.
I'm pretty sure he was
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
the mythal made him crazy? I don't know.
Well, okay, I'll bring that up. What was it on the? And now I'm speaking in character. What was it that in that church that we stayed in, and we saw the ghost child, and there was a thing called a mythal. What was there were engravings on the wall, weren't there?
All this says in my notes is purple-eyed winged dragon ? Mural in village, mythral, Dracal rage, followers of Io, mythic last dragon, light is bad, Nimuala, sister to Io, and then I have Null, draconic deity.
There you go.
Is it Null?
Yeah.
All right, Io and Null.
Okay. The thing that you're talking about, Irsed, the mythal, is some sort of key, I think, to find the way to the land of the giants. If I'm remembering correctly, and someone has taken it.
Didn't we think that Viceguard took it?
Yeah, but we talked to Salome, and he said no. He said, no Ice Guardians was out there. We didn't take that thing.
And I think he really believes that.
I also think he does. As much of a cunt as he is, I also think has honor and tells the truth.
Look, we wrung the fuck out of him. He was telling the truth.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't mean that they don't have it though.
No, it doesn't. That was part of the reason that they arrested Ice Scale.
Yep.
They arrested her because
God rest in peace.
She went to another church that was in
It could be alive.
the Redolent Wood, and she
tried to
steal another
Which,
one.
no, I believe. Because if they're trying to get these orbs, maybe these pieces are
absolutely.
something like that, so they're trying to stop each other.
I thought the same thing. They're trying to resurrect giants. These fuckers are trying to resurrect dragons.
We saw the giant ghost.
Yeah. We're just bringing about a fucking
This is just
another war.
yeah.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Maybe we
So
stop
then-
all of this. None of this happens.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
we
kill
should
let's
kill
kill the
all of
speaker.
them.
Let's kill the speaker while we have him here. We can fucking collapse that tunnel that he's in right now.
And then we'll
Kill the
go
speaker,
and
then-
we'll kill everyone in Weisgard.
Yep, we'll kill the fucking 7 or however many knights
my
it was that they
God.
have. We'll kill the
Jesus
king of Weisgard,
Christ.
and then we'll
Queen.
we'll kill the queen of Weisgard, and then we'll take over Weisgard, and we will be the reigning power.
A black metal barrel as everywhere you go.
As far as the eyes can see, a sea of black metal
Don't make
barrels.
3 blocks there'll be a black metal barrel, and we'll start gift cards and souvenir cups that you can buy.
And you guys, Harrison, whoever, which you guys see Watson, she's just looking at you with her mouth agape, just shaking her head, saying, like, crossing her hands, saying,
What's
no.
Of course
Cast
not.
minor illusion, and fire is just all around me.
She starts just laughing, cracking up. You can't hear her laughing, but she's going crazy. Legs kicking in the air.
Okay,
Uh,
but in
then
all
we all kind of die down and like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think we're all on the same page, yes.
I am, yeah. I would like to know the second half of this story.
And maybe even Molly Tushu will have more. If we can find the other shard of Sardior, maybe he will get more of his memories back. If he was the emissary, I'm willing to trust him more than Tuhanul.
yeah, I feel like we need third-party observers of those that were there at the time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, okay, we've gotten the speaker's perspective. Okay, so we go down to Weisgard and we hear their perspective, and it's their biased perspective. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I would be very interested in that. You hear a soft voice sort of echo throughout the room.
Yeah, you know, Sardior, there's one thing that's really just itching at me that I want to know about you. And it's whoever the black orb said that you killed that made him so vengeful and evil.
Maybe it's the reason all of this happened. No offense.
If I am the reason that all of this is happening, I think that would hurt my heart.
That would be very sad for you.
One
But-
thing I know is I am a protector. I do not hurt. Only, if necessary, will I bare my fangs.
Maybe it was necessary and someone else didn't like it.
I mean,
Was it necessary if it turned this whole world to turmoil?
look, I don't think that you brought about a cataclysm that ended the world and swallowed the sun.
No, that was the UNT. Don't worry about that.
But,
What an interesting happening.
but, I do also know that whoever is in that black orb is quite the cunt. So,
Yeah, we hate that guy.
you know, I take what he said with a grain of salt, but that was really the only kind of insight he gave into his personal feelings about anything, was that you killed someone that he loved.
Much to
Okay,
think about.
so we tell them.
We
We
wait
tell 'em
for
that.
them to show us whatever it is tonight, and then we give them their answer.
How
Yeah,
do
we'll
you
say no, thank you, or perhaps on the way back from our travels.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
why don't we just... I know it's not maybe not your guys' cup of tea, your favorite thing to do, but why don't we just fucking lie to them and tell them we will help them, and then if they are bastards, we double cross them.
I would just prefer not to.
I mean, it just seems unnecessary because they seemed pretty okay with us not helping them. You know what I mean? Like if we said no, they'd just be like, "All right."
If we tell them no and then change our minds, I don't see why they wouldn't let us in.
But what if they think that we are then trying to double cross them because we have come back from the land of giants, and now we are, oh yes, we would love to help you resurrect the dragon. Maybe this is just my double crossing brain thinking.
Yeah, I feel like
I think we would be able to prove ourselves through action at that point.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself.
Alright. We'll just tell him to fuck off. In nicer,
nice-
nicer
in
words.
Nicer
Nicely,
terms,
yeah.
nicely. Actually, we're good. So, I guess I have to go.
Yeah, speak with your friend.
Yeah,
Do you
friend.
want any help? I can hide in a tree and aim an arrow at him.
I don't think he's going to hurt me. Not here. Not without any reason.
And then I like walk up to Nerissa and I put my hand on her shoulder and I say, "Hurt you? Here or here?" And I tap into your heart.
She just like shakes her head. You know, when we were born, we were paired immediately, and they named us at the same time. And his name means end of the road, end of the line, nowhere left to go.
And what does
What-
your name
Yeah,
mean?
what's yours?
Winding path to victory. I was always the winding path, and he was the end of the road.
Is the path
How
to
poetic.
victory, is victory the end of the road?
I guess we'll see.
Alright, good luck.
That's pretty mean to do to you two.
Well,
They're pitting you against each other from the very beginning.
that was the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go there and kill everyone too.
Jesus Christ. What's come over you
And then-
today? Have you been
And then,
drinking?
and then open up a black metal barrel.
Insult. It wouldn't
Nah,
be.
just-
It wouldn't do well. No one can get drunk.
Well, offer kombucha then instead.
So, we're off to sit with an old friend.
I guess. I guess.
All right, then. Let's see. Is there anything I have that will work for this? I'm just going to stick with this. You kind of find yourself walking through the through the mirror of dead men. That sort of swampy, boggy smell. You've gotten used to it. It's subtle now. You only are reminded of it when you take a deep breath. As you make your way towards the remnants of Castle Neratar, hopefully to see Isahu in the same place, how do you feel?
A lot of different things. I think she's confused, shocked, probably more than anything. A little bit angry and hurt. Mostly curious, I think, at this point.
And you step up with that curiosity, that sort of an almost familiar fear of the unknown, expecting and not knowing what to expect at the same time. As you make it to the grand stone table, and sitting almost in the exact same position as they were when you left is Isahu, his Yikwa, between his legs. And something's different about it as you see what little sun shines through the bog reflect off the edges. The generally golden sun that sits at the edge has now been replaced with a dark black coating, and the sort of like teeth that jut out from either side seem to be made out of some sort of black stone that shines a translucent blue when light meets it. They look up at you. Nerissa.
Isahu.
They stand up. It would be logical to assume that You are dead. I killed you, as was my right and duty.
I remember. You did. I thought so. I have the scar.
And yet, 3 years later, you stand
Holy
before
sh-
me.
That's a long time. That's how long it's been.
Indeed. So, it must be by duty of Marshalk. And we are here.
So you still believe? You didn't leave your ideation of Marshalk for Senkali and Tuhanul.
I believe they are one and the same.
Why?
What do you know of Marshalk?
Everything I was taught. The sleeping serpent that we had to awaken with our violence.
Not sleeping. Trapped. Beneath layers and layers and layers of ice. Cold. In the abyss. In the darkness. That is the truth that has been hidden from us and our people as we continue to fight. It is not our violence that will wake him. They expect to breed a Yuan-Ti strong enough to break the walls of frost. Deep in the abyss, I found him, and he spoke to me.
Senkali.
Marshalk,
Marshalk spoke to you.
Sengali. He turns his head.
No. What? How? He woke up? Because...
Or was there already a crack in the ice? One that tunnels deep into the soul of our dark god, where it gets to seep out, to drain, and take on a new form.
Where would the hole be?
The whole does not matter, for it seems our god may have found a way to escape himself. And so with the strength I was blessed with, I now protect the creature that I believe may be the penultimate goal of our clan.
And why? Tell me this. I am, for better or worse, disgraced. I lost my fight. Coming back and presenting myself in front of the clan would be a death sentence.
Indeed it would. So, if you want answers, draw your weapon. As he stands up, he throws his yukawa across his back, and you hear the snakes hiss like 1,000 rattles. Apparently, our fight is not finished.
Dun dun dun.
Jesus.
And we're going to take a quick break.
Bro, I'm always getting into altercations.
I knew it. I should have been in the tree.
I think
Yeah.
we're inside.
I should have been in a dark corner.
I know.
Okay, as moments pass, Isahu stands with his Ikawa on his back as he goads Narissa into an attack. In that moment, as Narissa flashes down with her glaive, it's blocked by his Ikawa as he proceeds in closer to Narissa. She attacks and stops him in his tracks as he coats his body with a thin layer of ice, where the whole environment around the two of them begins to decrease in temperature, easily less than 30 degrees.
Is it back?
Yeah.
It should be.
Okay.
That's back.
Okay.
I fixed it. I know what was wrong.
He's 10 feet away from me because I stopped him.
Yeah.
I'll just flip it back around and go to hit him.
Okay.
That's all I can do. That's what I do. 22.
22. That hits.
Okay, it's this one. And this one. 4 physical. 5 thunder.
4 physical, 5 thunder. Okay. And as you hit him, it's almost like you are surrounded by ice as it flakes off of his body, coursing down your glaive and surrounding you. And as it shatters, you take 15 cold damage.
Oh, that's a lot.
Armor of the Aggie.
What are you doing?
That's new.
The blessing of our dark god.
Wow. Well, you know, there's really nothing else I can do. I'm going to...
These are 10-foot squares, by the way, so he's still going to be right up next to you, but it doesn't mean that he can't attack.
Okay. I'm trying to see what my, like, thingy does. But it's in my... Where is it? My stuff. Okay. I'll back up 5 feet, so I guess I'll stay on the same spot, but it's like within 15, so I'm gonna back up 5 feet.
No, you would back up again because they're 10-foot squares, so you're within 10 feet. So for you to get that, you'd still have to move your token.
Okay. And I'll use my coiling grasp tattoo to try and grapple him.
Okay. And it's just the strength check? Or
Strength,
is it
or
a save?
it says DC 14 strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check. But
Okay.
the first thing is a strength saving throw. So I guess after.
When you
it's
just
a
read
check.
it to me, so it's a strength save. And
Yeah,
then I
so
can
the
make a
creature
check to-
must succeed on a DC 14 strength save or take
Okay.
the whatever, and then they can escape it using strength or
Okay.
acrobatics if they want.
All right. And they find themselves. What does this look like? What is this coiling?
I think I decided that it kind of looks like those ethereal, like translucent and opalescent feathers that kind of like come out and
Okay.
go to like, yeah.
So these feathers surround him in this gaudy bright light, and he finds himself restrained within them, unmoving, unperturbed.
1, 2, okay. 12 force damage.
Is it just force damage? Is it considered an attack?
It says they just take 3d6 force damage and is grappled.
Okay. You said 12?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd forgotten immediately.
Right. He is going to simply breathe in. You see him taking in sort of like almost a serenity as he closes his eyes. And there is a cold feeling on your shoulder as a hand begins to grasp down, and you can almost feel it piercing through your skin.
Ew.
How do we feel about 17?
No.
Doesn't hit? Okay.
18. Bitch. You wanted these things.
He does. He just sort of hangs out there. That's his turn.
Both of us seem to have come across some sort of blessing.
Indeed.
The apathy. She's just gonna bring her glaive down.
Okay. You're gonna move up the 5 feet it takes to do so.
Yep. So, yeah. And I don't get advantage, but it's fine. Bad. I don't know how I missed. I just missed.
You missed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Damn it.
Sounds good.
Missed on the first. I'll try and bonus action slap him with the back of it. No.
Okay. Does not work.
He's grappled, but I can't get him.
Let's see. Okay, you feel that same cold chill on your body.
Doing that.
He did not.
Do you want to see it?
Bitch. Motherfucker.
And it's almost like it multiplies as you can see on almost another plane these snake heads made out of ice all immediately bear their fangs into you, and you take not bad,
Oh god.
not bad, 21 necrotic damage.
spicy.
Ouch.
And they spend the rest of their turn in the grasp of your feathers.
Ooh. Was that chill touch?
Roll an Arcana check.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can heal or not.
Have you ever been chill touched before?
I don't know.
I don't think you've ever been chill touched in this. I don't know if Narissa would know without a check.
God damn it. Fine. Fine. Bitch. Fine. Whatever. I'm just gonna take a deep breath, center myself. You know, your apathy is very frustrating.
Frustration. That is a emotion that I am without.
Right. Of course. Maybe I can slap it into you. I'm gonna flip the glaive around and bring it right down on him.
Okay.
And hopefully this time it fucking works.
Yes.
Please, 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 please. Natural 20.
Let's
Nice.
go. 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
Yeah.
indeed.
Oh, that's so random.
And I'm gonna first level smite him.
Okay, go ahead.
Definitely, if that was a computer, you would not have gotten a 20.
Yeah, no. So that's how much before I roll?
You're rolling 2d8s, a d10, and a d6, or 2d6.
2d6.
So that's 12, 24, so 36.
36?
Mhm.
Good night. Hopefully.
Good night. Bye-bye.
All right. I've got to
Yeah,
I have to parse it all out though, don't I? Like different types of damage.
Don't feel free to just give it to me.
Okay.
Gotta have some witty thing to say afterwards.
Feeling frustrated?
Plus 34?
That's 36.
Oh, it's 36?
Yes.
64.
64.
64.
Fuck. Brutal.
Is it lethal damage?
I hope so.
How much health do you have left?
Me?
Yeah.
I have 38.
You have 38 health left.
Oh, tell me she bodied
I
this
need you to roll a
one
D20.
fucking hit.
18.
So, describe this attack for me.
She says that she's just gonna flip it around, grab it, and come down across the other side of his body to give him a scar, like from here to the other side, so it's like an X.
Okay. So,
No heart having motherfucker.
as it like slides through and it gracefully like slides between the feathers that surround him as if they didn't even exist, and Isahu's eyes finally open, and they're wide, they're crazy, and you've only seen this look on his face during that final bout that you two took with each other. And at that moment, you see a dark pool of mire appear under you, and from that pool releases the head of a giant snake, white in its body and glowing blue eyes, as it threatens to engulf you whole.
You should be unconscious. Please.
That's looks like 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Does this get anything on top of that?
Wait, he's not down?
No.
Give me a second, because I'm trying to see how this thing works.
Ersa's getting hungry, so he's gonna go back to the dinner table.
Man, you know what? They had pork
So
laying
that's
out on
5 cold damage. And then he just has to beat a 14 to be released from these feathers.
that. Yep.
And he kind of squats down and he thrusts himself into the air as the feathers collapse upon where his body used to be and burst into a flare of much smaller feathers that glint against the light. And you see him in the air falling towards you. Yukola coming straight for
Can
your
I-
head. You cannot.
What?
And we're gonna go for the first attack.
Oh shit, bro, guys, I'm sorry. Help! Oh my god! I really thought I got him. This man's crazy.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
How far away is she from us?
Can they hear this?
Like-
I mean, I'm sure it's
30, 40 feet.
It's my bird.
I don't know, probably a decent ways away.
40 feet.
Nah,
the
I don't,
table
it
is
probably longer than
40
that.
feet long.
So at least 300, 200, 300 feet away. Better hope.
miss,
Oh,
miss,
yeah.
miss. Just miss. You don't have to hit me.
The first one, you bring the glaive up and it stops the Yahuwah. As he plants his feet on the ground, he bends unnervingly so, fluid in motion as he limbos under your glaive, dragging the glaive across the ground as he slides up the rest of your body.
shit.
Oh my god, bro, relax.
That was really sick.
And as it connects,
It's fine. I'm fine.
you feel just a sheer cold bursting through you.
Why is it cold? Oh my god.
And at that moment, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
What's your next character gonna be?
Yeah, I know, right? 21.
21. Okay, looks good as like his body pushes up with so much force against the glaive, and then you are hit and you can feel it like cutting through your skin, and you take
It's fine. It's fine. You're
fine.
not gonna be.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
8 slashing damage. And then it hits you like a truck
Fuck.
Oh god. Why?
as you take another. Let's see, where is it?
Isahu, stop. It doesn't have to be like this.
It ain't that serious, bro.
Relax, dude. You already beat me. There's no point.
What do you get out of this, even?
Relax. Up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
21 damage.
Of what?
I think it's just standard damage if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I told you you'd be fine.
Okay, I would like to.
So that was total?
Yes.
I really don't want to metagame, but I do wonder, like, at what point would our characters be like, damn, it's been a long time since she's been gone. You know what I mean?
I mean, this has been a total of 12 seconds.
Yup.
Yeah.
I
Oh
guess
my
you're
god.
right. And fighting is so broken.
Yep.
Okay.
It's so broken.
And you are now prone.
But the strength save.
21 wasn't enough.
That wasn't the strength save.
What is happening? Oh my god.
Oh, never mind. That last 21 damage was force.
Ooh, guys, I'm doing really bad. I'm doing bad.
You better start screaming.
Yep, this is not good.
And
Okay.
he decides, let's see. He rushed in on you for 10 feet.
And I couldn't hit him?
No.
Why? Why?
So he rushes in 10 feet.
If he disengaged,
One,
it didn't. I don't know. I don't
two.
know what he did.
3. Okay,
He backed up.
he backed up.
You have a dragon vessel.
I stand up. Bleeding. Hair's all a mess. Just like wipe the blood from my nose. I'm gonna healing surge.
You're gonna healing surge?
Take a deep breath.
He sort of cocks his head. Are you not finished?
And then she'll scream.
Do we hear the scream?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Maybe we should go check that out.
Pretty good.
So, did we hear it? Did we hear her scream?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
So I
And
guess I'll
then-
move 60 feet per turn.
You guys got 60 feet. Keep it up.
With my action, lay on hands.
Well,
Action
I
lay on
mean,
hands.
I'll triple move 100 feet actually. On my turn.
Okay. So you see her just like, she takes a really good deep breath. She thinks back to all the times he beat the shit out of her. And she's not gonna let him get her this time.
Oh, man.
She puts her hand on, and the opalescent energy kind of like heals some of her wounds. She flips that glaive around.
So you're just, okay, chilling. And you see him, and he sort of like gets really low to the ground. Like his chest is roughly 5 inches away from it as he sort of closes his eyes and like stretches. You can see his body twisting and turning just like a snake as the snakes on his arm calm.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see.
Maybe he won't roll good.
We gotta do math.
He's Aaron. He's gonna roll good.
There's no telling. There's no telling. Okay. Let's see. On his turn, what's he gonna do? You see that same snake thrust up from the ground. And you manage to dodge out of the way as he kind of takes a calculated look at the terrain. He steps back again. He waits.
He's waiting.
That's his turn.
Okay.
What's happening here?
I don't know. The music went away.
There we go.
I guess I'm going to 10, 20, 30. Well, I can only get this far. If I'm here. No, I can't get this far. Okay. I'll run up only as close as I have to.
Okay.
Flip it. Go to
These are
swing.
10 feet squares.
Oh, I thought it. But yeah, but.
He's 20 feet away from you.
Alright, I'll, Can I try and like fake out with a javelin to give myself advantage on the next turn?
How do you propose to do that? What about that? What about that would make that different from another hit?
Like, I'm not trying to hit him. I'm distracting him with it. Trying to play it off like I am.
If you
Faint.
If you can, I mean, that is like an actual like ability you can do. I guess if you're really trying to do something, if you can hit him, we can forego the damage.
Okay. $20? Not natural?
Hits.
Okay.
So, as you do, you throw this and he bends down low, twisting his body and looking up at the javelin as it flies right where his head should have been. You have advantage on your next attack.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. And at that moment, you see him kind of bend back up and he arcs his hand as the snake appears from behind you and crashes down on you with a frosty fury. That is a 20.
Yep.
Okay. So that's going to be 11 cold damage.
For sure.
As he rushes in close.
Then I'm gonna hit him.
No.
Why? But why can't...
You can't. Every time you try to stab as he rushes to you, it's almost like he can see where you're going to aim as he swiftly,
A shotting gun?
essentially, as he's swiftly dodging your attacks and closing in, the Yokuwa comes
Motherfucker.
across your chest.
Guys, hurry! Help! Oh my god.
It's gonna take
I mean,
them at least
moving
5
100
turns.
feet.
Guys, I don't know what to do.
Your son
My
is moving at 100 feet.
Oh, okay, so it'll
That's
take
like-
you 3 turns. Are you moving at 100 or are you moving at... It doesn't matter.
It's 120 if he double dashes.
If he double dashes, isn't
60,
your
60.
speed 30?
Yeah.
My
Oh.
speed's 30, but for my first turn with my mechanical leg, I get an extra 10. So if I double dash, then that brings it to 90 plus the extra 10 is 100.
So you're a little off, but in the best way. So you have an extra 10 feet of movement, meaning you have 40 feet. If you double dash, you dash for another 40 feet per each dash. So you're at 120.
Oh, okay. I believe your math. I wasn't following.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, that's fine.
1 strike.
Miss.
No, it was a strike.
Oh
isn't it?
no! Well, the second one can miss.
For 7 damage. Ooh. And also, how much were you at before you were healed?
Like, oh man. What was it? It was low. Like 10?
You were at like 10,
Something like that.
and I just did 8 damage.
Think so?
Okay.
I don't remember.
I'll be nice. It won't matter going forward. Okay, so that is another 8 damage. Or 7 damage, excuse me. And he's going to hit you again.
Is that physical?
This is physical. And he brings it once across your chest, and then brings it down in like a cross formation as you back out, just barely missing your face as the teeth of this weapon dig through your chest. You take another
The armor.
6 damage. They're making dents in the armor.
Jesus. So that'd be 3.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he is going to... step off the steps that enter into the rest of the castle as he rushes towards the table. It can be done, or you can keep fighting.
You won't tell me anything unless I fight you.
Is that what you think? We have fought.
What did he say?
We have fought.
Oh my god. How does he look?
How's he look?
Yeah.
He's wearing like a strange armor made out of snake skin. You can see that as he steps, a couple of the snakes protruding from his arm are actually falling to the ground and shriveling up dead. He himself, there's some blood here and there. Overall, okay, what is your health at?
46.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Please be good. Seven.
He's got as much fight in he's got as much fight in him as you do.
I need to make you see things my way. And I think to do that, I have to do things your way. So I'm gonna...
Holy shit.
I'm gonna run up on him. Jump up on the
as
table.
you run, you take...
Guys, I'm sorry. I hope you get here in time to like salvage my body. Why am I taking damage from running?
1, 2, 5.
Already decided what I'm gonna do.
9
Like
necrotic
in
damage.
every scenario.
As every single wound that has been opened upon you begins to burn like dry ice.
Guy is crazy.
I need you to make a constitution save.
Oh god.
Why? What is he doing? Is it magical?
Sure.
Okay, good. 20.
Okay, and like as you sort of steel yourself, it stops. And no. You find yourself rushing across the ground, and there's ice surrounding your feet. You are having trouble making it as far as you can.
I'm still far enough. I get advantage. I'm gonna fucking hit him. Bitch, why? Okay, good. 21.
21. That hits. Okay. I think that's fine.
I'm gonna smite him and not crit fish. There's no point in doing that.
I mean, you're not gonna crit fish.
Like, I'm not gonna wait for the crit, I guess. I should just... I'm just gonna do it because it might be a better idea to do that than to wait, so...
Probably.
That was caught. Yo, that was good. Okay. So that is 12 physical, 6 lightning, 4 radiant plus, or I guess it would be 12 radiant.
30?
I think
Okay.
total, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then bonus action Bob.
And like as you go for a bonus action, he holds up his hand. We do not need to continue.
For whose sake, yours or mine?
And he sort of shrugs. Regardless, we cannot speak if either of us is unconscious.
I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
Shut up, stop talking.
Damn.
19.
19. Hits.
Four? I don't get to add my strength to this one either, do I?
I don't think so.
It's just the back of it. I don't know.
What does it say on D&D Beyond?
It's just a D4 plus your strength. I'm only asking because it's that weapon that does the extra D6. So does the D6 also happen on top of this, or do I
No,
just...
that's a 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you wouldn't be able to do that on your bonus action. That's crazy.
It would be really strong. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking, though,
Yeah,
if
I
I
don't
add my
think the
strength to
D6
this, or...
What did you roll?
2.
You would still add your strength.
Oh, okay. 7.
7 damage. And he's still standing.
Oh my god. He's insane. I just...
Riley, you were so tense.
So, are we done?
He's so annoying. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna throw my glaive in the ground and go to punch him. I just want to punch him in the face.
I mean, it wouldn't be your turn.
I throw my glaive in the ground.
Throw your glaive on the ground. He throws the yoku on the ground and sits down at the table.
I punch him in the face.
Punch.
Oh God.
$19 plus 6.
It hits.
It's
How
4.
much?
It's just 4. Because it's my strength plus 1.
You're raging.
6.
Knock him out. Knock him out.
And you can see him, and like his eyes are sort of like a little listless in his head. And as as you think he's about to lose consciousness, he lowers his head and he raises his hands. Is this really how you would like to end this?
I'm not going to kill you.
Then you can stop now. What's the difference?
The difference is I feel something about this and you don't.
And so, you feel good about knocking out someone who is no longer attacking you. I am not hostile. If you would like to continue this until one of us can no longer speak, then I'd be happy to grant you a swift sleep.
He's such a bastard.
He just won't stop.
He sucks, dude.
Won't stop running his mouth.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna punch him one more time.
You want to punch him one more time?
Yeah, she's gonna grab him by the front of whatever he's wearing. I'm gonna punch him one more time.
He sees you punching. It's his turn.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Punch me. We can just punch each other.
Smack me.
Smack me.
Smack me.
Let's see. He is going to He's gonna punch you in the chest.
Fair.
Fair.
For 3 damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to bounce.
He's leaving.
How many are they here yet? How many turns has it been? We've been
I
talking.
think they would
and-
show
Way
up.
too
I
late.
mean, it's there's been a lot of talking. There's been turns that haven't happened. If you approach, then we will be forced to continue. If you sit, then maybe you will get answers.
I don't know if I want answers. I just want you to understand.
He sort of raises an eyebrow. And you'd rather speak with your hands. Because all I understand when there is a weapon brandished against me is that I must dismiss wherever that weapon extends from as soon as possible.
You're the one who started this.
And I am also the one who's tried to end it a few times now.
Then why did you start it?
To see how you've grown.
Well, have you seen?
I feel like that is a rhetorical question.
Say it.
Are you afraid of me?
Afraid? No. I respect you. What's up?
I don't know. It's just
Oh,
doing
no.
something. Is that true?
Yeah. Go, I mean, you can insight or you can take your passive insight.
Seems true. I mean, for as much as I know him, I know him better than anybody in the world. Does that seem true?
Yes. There's nothing. If there's one thing about your clan, and it's one of the reasons that the clan of Mershulk is divided from the rest of the Yuan-Ti, and it's that they are probably the most honest tribe.
Put my hands up.
He gestures towards the table.
I'll sit down.
And so does he.
You guys get in the room. You're like, what's going on? We're like bloody and hairs everywhere, but we're just sitting at the table.
And Ericid, you show up right as this happens, as Narissa throws her hands up, and you see this man just standing, waiting for her to see what's going on. You catch bits and pieces of their conversation, and you realize things may have come to an end.
So I look at Narissa. How does she look?
How do you look?
Fucked up. She healed a little bit, but that was like I think the lowest I've ever been. It might have been.
Okay, but like, do you actually look really bad?
Some of it's healed. I'd say like there's a lot of blood going on. She's covered in frost, I think. And like her hair's a mess.
Frozen blood.
Yeah, frozen
Yeah.
blood.
She's fucked up.
But yeah.
She looks fucked up.
Okay, so Ericid looks at Narissa and sees that she's really fucked up. And then I look over at Isahu and I get really angry. And I pull my bow out and I
It's
shoot
it's
him.
it's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
Jesus.
Are you shooting?
I am shooting.
Like it's fine. I handled it.
Okay.
You saw who dies.
Take your shot.
Don't kill him here. We've got like
Yep.
this is like a sacred don't kill
It's
each other's
like
space.
I'm doing non-lethal damage.
You can't do non-lethal damage with a ranged weapon. Ericid would know this.
Kill him.
Don't kill him here.
Kill him.
Don't do that.
Okay, then,
I know.
okay. If Ersid would know this, then I'm going to run up and I'm going to attack him with my rapier
Okay.
with non-lethal damage.
You're gonna run up and attack him with the rapier.
Yeah.
Me?
Okay. You rush in with the rapier, and as you go to strike, Isahu back bends, and with his snakes. Oh my gosh. Why does that keep happening?
I don't know.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's just our cameras that are.
Yeah.
They're just doing their thing. There
There
you
we
go.
go. Okay, and he kind of backbends, and his snakes come to strike you.
Stop!
Why did I not roll an attack?
I'll let you know if you can or not in just a
Well,
second.
I couldn't react, so
He
I
has
don't know.
shotting gun,
Yeah,
remember?
this guy's crazy, dude. I don't know.
I'm positive that a 25 hits.
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
For most.
Okay, I need you to make a strength save.
Okay. $18.
18. Okay.
Yo.
And as you go to strike, the snakes swirl themselves around your arm, all biting into your forearm as you push your rapier. One of the snakes goes to grab at the handle and release your grip as you take 14 damage. Oh, excuse me, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see.
He casted at the beginning of the fight Armor of Agathis. Which is
And go ahead and roll your attack.
spell.
Yeah. And I think he Eldritch smited me. That's my guess.
Oh, wait. Give me just 1
He
second.
did force damage, but only the one time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good hit, though.
Yeah.
You fucked me up, dude.
Okay, make that 22 damage.
Oh my god, Isahu, stop!
Fuck.
Bro, relax.
And then you rolled a 24 to hit.
I rolled a 24, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Eldritch smite him.
Just running up.
Do
Stop.
I get sneak attack because he's right next to Narissa?
He's not.
Yeah, he moved away from me. I'm like,
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll roll damage. 8.
8 damage. And as it pierces you, slide up through his armor and into his throat and through his chin, almost like just strategically enough to knock him out as Isahu falls to the ground.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
at least it should have been me, but it's fine. I run up to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Ersid, since you did this, can you roll me a d20?
Oh, fuck. Are you giving him a lasting injury?
I mean, he did go unconscious.
I was
It
wondering.
specifically said non-lethal.
Yeah, I was wondering if you got one from non-lethal damage.
I just rolled a natural 20.
Good for Isahu.
Lucky asshole.
Yeah, what does he get? A fucking bruise?
Yeah, a minor scar.
The 20 is good and the 1 is bad?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Lucky bastard.
Lucky
As
bastard.
is with all.
I thought,
rolls.
I thought for a second, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be like paralyzed from the waist down or something.
1 is eye loss, 20 is black eye.
Kane saunters in a little bit
Kane,
later.
like, rushing in, and you see
Eldritch
Ersid-
Blast!
Oh,
Eldritch
it's
Blast!
Ersid
Okay, oh my
standing
God.
over the body of what you can only presume to be Isahu.
I'm running up to his dumbass.
He's on the ground. He's unconscious.
I slap him and then I give him the dumb health potion that I have.
How much does it heal for?
It's really good. I don't know.
You're giving them the dragon vessel.
It's the
for
only one I
healing?
have. I don't think I have a regular one. I think I gave
don't
it to
think you do.
you and
I don't think. No, I don't have any normal ones.
no, you used. I gave mine to you. You were unconscious and I used it on you the last time, so I never got one after that. I gotta find my items though.
It should just be 44 plus 4.
I think so. Dumb asshole. I knew he was close to going unconscious. He was like, "Please stop hitting me." 15.
15? Mm-hmm. Nice. And,
Well, I'll take mine too then.
Yeah.
and as you pour the dragon vessel into his mouth, it glows with this opalescent light that you are known for carrying, as you can kind of see it pulse down through his body and through the veins that are exposed, and even through some of the snakes as they sort of slither and hiss back to life. And he just kind of opens his eyes, blinks a little bit, and you can see like the opening that was across his throat is now closed, and he's left with a minor scar.
That's what I figured. Lucky bitch.
Frick.
That's so dumb.
You a friend?
He was mad.
Strange.
You're a right cunt. You know that, you fucking bastard.
Is that so?
That's right.
And you are dishonorable.
I don't give a fuck about honor when you're fucking with my friends.
I don't think that is what is happening. But however, your misunderstanding, I can understand why you feel the way you do. So, are we done here?
Look, she'll look at you guys. It's really okay now. We were just doing what we always do. What we've always done.
Fighting to the death.
No. Actually, it was supposed to stop much sooner than it did. Narissa here is different. Any other Yuan-Ti, the old Narissa, would have understood that this fight had been finished. Yet rage propelled you.
I think that you think you know more than you do, friend.
In this situation?
Yeah, I think Narissa has felt this way for a long time.
If she has, she's not expressed it once. Narissa, do you think you've known you feel this way?
Always a little bit. There was no need. When I said I feel, everyone always looked at me weird, so I stopped saying it.
Strange. Peculiar, like you always have been. So, this is what the northern continent does to our kind.
No. Because I think it's always been like this.
And yet, you still changed.
So have you.
No. Stronger, I might be. I may have more information than I did when we were children. But I am still the same. And I intend to stay the same.
Come on, Narissa. He just told you right there. He's a fucking cunt. He's always gonna be a cunt. The only difference is he's gonna go and be an even bigger cunt. Maybe have some cunt kids later.
Jesus Christ.
Yuan-Ti do not produce offspring. None that we care for the same way that you do. So,
Good, then you won't have cunt kids then.
and he starts to stand up and brush himself off. Narissa, you've been blessed with much power.
I have.
That is something special. That is something I hope to see again. the next time we do fight, if we fight, it will be just like the last time.
As per usual.
As per usual.
So, what are these answers you've locked behind that fight?
Have you had time to speak with the lizard folk?
A few of them.
And they speak to you of their god?
I don't believe so.
Their name is Semuanya.
Is what?
Semuanya.
Senulanya?
Oh, jeez. SemUanya.
Anya?
Yes.
Semulanya?
Yes.
I have not heard of it.
A twin god. Both male and female. Counterparts that exist perpetually. You see, the lizard folk, many were convinced that this Semuanya was dormant, had died. Mershok, Sankali, revived that faith of theirs. They believe him to be the male half of Semuanya. And so, I follow our god here to find the female, which we believe to be Tuhanu.
So you're telling me Senkali and Tuhanul are the same?
That is yet to be proven. It is our current hypothesis. So far, the lizard folk seem to believe it. Their faith is the only faith that we can trust at the moment. And to be completely clear, Senkali is male, Tuhanu is female. Both deities in their own right. Both arbiters of scaly kind. If they are Semuanya, then it is my duty to see them pieced together. To keep them apart would be sacrilegious.
You believe that once you do this, Tuhanul would be freed. Because Tuhanul and Senkali is Murshak, therefore Tuhanul and Senkali are Murshak.
Or Semuanya. Whichever one it may be, it is the god we have been taught to follow.
And you still abide by the tenets that we were taught. The ones where we wage war once this is done.
When a god sleeps, they dream. Dreams are powerful. Dreams can change one. And if Sankali is a dream of Mashak, well then, who's to say he's of the same values?
Would you like to see a war?
Would I like to see a war? I would like to see my people where they belong, at the top of the food chain.
Good old racist. And nothing has changed your mind even a little.
If Senkali is my Mershok, and they say to stop fighting, then things will have changed.
And if you were me,
I am not.
and the positions had been reversed. Let's say I had won. And you woke up, not dead. What would you have done?
Well, that is quite the situation you've put me in. I would have found out why. Why did I not die? why does the one who killed me still walk? And I would ask them that question. And if I were giving feelings like yours, well, it seems they are predetermined by some sort of previous disposition. And my disposition is simply to find answers.
And you've done so here?
I found more than I would back on Jolt.
Is that all?
It is. You may spend time with your friends. You, with the red hair. You have a good strike.
How tall is he?
Oh gosh, how tall is he?
I always pictured he was only like 6'1".
Only?
Yeah, I mean,
That's not an only.
I guess in comparison to the dudes that like live in this world,
Okay,
I
you've
feel
seen
like you-
like 3 dudes. There's only one dude you've seen that's like crazy tall.
dude, I feel like all these guys are tall, bro. Isn't Konoha huge?
I think Connor was tall.
Connor was huge. Connor was the one human you've met that's like
I don't
crazy
know.
tall.
Phil was huge, I guess technically. I don't know. I just feel like these dudes be tall.
How tall are you on T though? I mean, like.
They're the same height as humans,
Yeah.
typically. So
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
6 feet, 6'1", something like that.
That's fine. That's how tall he is.
Okay, so we're the same height. So then, like, I like stand up and I like put my nose almost touching his. in reference to you
Yeah.
calling my attention. But if he was like 7 feet, I wouldn't do that.
No,
Okay,
he's not
so
that
he's
big.
6 feet. He
nose to
told you you
nose.
have a good strike. You're quick with a blade. That's it? You're just gonna stand up to him?
Oh, I'm sorry. You said that? He said that as in his. Oh, okay. My bad. Take two. So, you're lucky that your friend was here for you. Don't you know why she's your friend to begin with?
She is more than that. She is my house. And he walks off. And we're gonna call that game for the
She goes,
night. Thanks
"Guys,
for hanging out.
I'm gonna go cry.
Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. I hope you guys had a good time. We had fun. So we'll see you guys not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. Thanks for your patience. Bye-bye.
Have to wait so long.
God
That's so
damn
sad.
it.
Always do.